this disease is underdiagnosed by a lot. So on average, only about half the people who have Alzheimer's disease are ever told they have Alzheimer's disease. They will die with Alzheimer's disease, sometimes from Alzheimer's disease, and not be told that that's what it is. If they're Latino or African American, they are diagnosed at lower rates and they're diagnosed later in the disease. So what we recommend is that people try to be a little proactive and not act like an ostrich. We have a resource that's free and vetted called mybrainguide.org. That's mybrainguide.org, that allows you to do what I did when we were concerned about my father and his memory lapses. You can go and take a quiz. It's a simple quiz, and depending on the score, it lets you know, is this something you really need to push, or is this just normal aging? Because often the person who has the symptoms either doesn't know it or doesn't want to confront it. So you can go to mybrainguide.org and get that. If you're a person who has memory concerns, you can also do a version that's for you. Now then, once you learn this is something I should be worried about, if it is, you take a printout from mybrainguide.org to your doctor. At that point, it becomes very difficult for them to ignore. So now they've got a diagnosis. They've got to at least start going through the process of diagnosing. We created it. One of my mental visions was when you hear the word Alzheimer's, so if we can get people to the doctor and it is Alzheimer's, sometimes people stop listening. It's such a feared disease. So we wanted to have something there for when folks have gone to the doctor and that shock was so much that they really didn't know what to do next. So there are tools on there for how to plan ahead. And depending on where someone is in the disease, you've got to plan for your finances. And that's twofold. One is that you want to plan for, like, how is the money going to flow and work if you have to stop working, if you have to get care, how does that work? But there's also the financial aspect of you don't want to be scammed. And one of the problems with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias is that people can be really vulnerable to being scammed. And so what do you put in place to make sure that you're not as prone to being scammed? So thinking about the finances is something you want to do as early in the disease as possible, because early in the disease, you can make your own choices. And early in the disease, you can do things to mitigate the risk of the scams that would be harder to mitigate against later in the disease. So finances is one. Thinking about what care is going to be is another. Thinking about what's important to you. There are treatments for the disease, but so far there's no silver bullet. And some of the treatments have side effects. And so starting to think through what's important to me, what am I willing to sort of risk for what level of benefit. And then wherever you are, even if you're perfectly healthy and you're 25 years old or 45 years old or even 65 years old, if you're perfectly healthy, there are things that you can do to reduce the risk of getting the disease, and they may even slow down a disease that has begun. So basic things, and this is something that your doctor's been telling you since you were little, but exercise, eat well. One thing that most people don't know is keeping your blood pressure under control isn't just good for your heart, it's actually good for your brain. So keeping your blood pressure well controlled and not just sort of vaguely halfway, yeah, I talked to my doctor 10 years ago and I'm on the same medication I was on and I always go in and I'm a little bit elevated, but I don't worry about it. Keeping it really well controlled can really have an effect on dementia. Getting sleep, controlling your stress. But, one of the easiest things for people to do today, there's so much out there for keeping your blood pressure under control. The evidence is really clear that keeping it well controlled can help prevent dementia at a population level, maybe not for every individual, but do that. Do those things to try to make yourself healthier and reduce your risk.
You mentioned talking about Alzheimer's, and I know a lot of people see the stigma with Alzheimer's. When you hear that word or dementia, a lot of people shut down. You don't want to think that my family member could have this, and maybe it's just getting old. But this is more than getting old. How do you fight the stigma of this disease to bring it more to the mainstream so people accept it and care is taken care of?
It is a real stigma, and in different racial and ethnic groups, there's even more stigma than in some others. So what we have found is that having people who have the disease, especially sort of the early onset disease, talk about it, be honest about it, and not try to sweep it under the rug or hide it. That's thing one. Educating people about what they can do, like we just talked about, keeping your hypertension under control. It's a treatable disease. There are medications that you can take after you had it, and there are things that you can do to prevent you from getting it. It's a disease. It's not a part of normal aging, but it is not inevitable. It is not today something that we can do nothing about. But we have to talk about it. We have to get it out there in the open. We shouldn't hope it goes away. Wishful thinking is not a strategy.